In this video, I'll guide you through how to send Slack notifications from Airtable. By the end, you'll have an automation that posts messages to a Slack channel whenever your Airtable records meet certain conditions, so your team can stay updated without constantly checking the base. First, start by opening the Airtable base where you want to set up the automation. Make sure you're in the correct base and the correct table, especially if you use multiple bases for different projects or teams. It's helpful to already have an idea of which records you want to trigger a notification. For example, when a task is marked complete, a status changes, or a due date is coming up. Now, look toward the top of the screen and click on Automations. This opens the Automations panel on the right side of Airtable here. Select the option to create a new automation. Airtable might show you some templates, but for this walkthrough, you'll set it up from scratch so you understand exactly how it works. Next, you'll choose what should trigger the automation. Set a trigger such as when a record matches conditions. This means Airtable will watch your table, and as soon as a record meets the rules you define, it will fire the automation. Click to configure the trigger, then pick the table you want to monitor. After that, set your conditions. For example, you might say when the status field is ready for review, or when a checkbox field is checked, or when a date field is on or before today. Take a moment to think through these rules carefully because they control exactly when Slack will be notified. Once the trigger is configured, it's time to add what happens next. Click Add Action, and from the list of available actions, choose Send Message to Slack. This tells Airtable that whenever the trigger conditions are met, it should post a message directly in Slack. If this is your first time connecting Slack to Airtable, you'll be prompted to connect your Slack workspace. Click to connect, then follow the on-screen instructions. You may need to grant permission for Airtable to post messages on your behalf. Make sure you're connecting to the correct Slack workspace, especially if you are part of more than one, and confirm any access prompts so the integration can work properly. With Slack connected, you can now select the exact channel and customize the message content. Choose the Slack channel where you want the notification to appear. This could be a project channel, a private team channel, or even a direct message to a specific person if your setup allows it. Then, in the message field, write what you want Slack to display. You can type plain text, and you can also insert fields from your Airtable record, such as the record name, status, owner, or due date. This makes the message dynamic and much more informative. For example, you might include a short description, the current status, and a link back to the record so your team can jump straight into Airtable if they need more details. Before turning it on for real, use the built-in test option in the automation. This will run the trigger and action using a sample record that matches your conditions and send a test message to Slack. Check Slack to confirm that the message appears in the right channel and looks the way you expect. If something doesn't look right, go back and adjust either your conditions or the message content. Once everything looks good, activate the automation by switching it on in the automations panel. From this point forward, whenever a record in your Airtable base matches the conditions you set, Airtable will automatically send a Slack notification to your chosen channel.